back to episode 2 of Clueless FC. Today we have a very special guest that we're not going to name yet, but we're just going to name some of her achievements. So we've got the WSL all-time top goal scorer, which lists over 80 plus goals. She has a unique scoring record, so she's the first player in WSL history to have scored against every single club that she's faced. In 2023, she actually had the record transfer fee of £250,000. She's the first ever player to score more than 25 WSL goals for 2 different teams. She's a member of the England squad that won the UEFA Women's Euros in 2022 and the 2023 World Cup final squad. And she has won 4 WSL titles, 2 FA Cups and 2 League Cups.
She's the WSL Player of the Season in 2019 to 2020, PFA Women's Player of the Year in 2019 to 2020, Chelsea Women's Player of the Year in 2019 to 2020, and Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Player of the Season in 2022 to 2023. Are we ready to introduce?
Yeah.
We have Beth
I'm going to have to correct you on one of them. To be fair, the first one, I'm not the leading goal scorer in the league. It's Vivian Miedemar.
Yeah, now it is. But like back then, you were. But I forgot to put the date. Sorry, my bad.
I don't want to take.
But right now it's Vivian Miedemar.
Yeah.
But yeah, should we just get into it?
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with some football journey questions.
Yep.
So the first one is, when did you first start playing football and what drew you to the sport?
I first started playing football when I was about 6 years old. It was at my grandma's house. Me and my sisters would just play on the street, and one of my grandma's friends had a grandson and he was there playing, and one day he just said, do you want to come join my boys football team? And I was like, yeah, let's give it a go, and literally fell in love with it from there on in. So I started off with a boys team, played with them till it got to an age where they were like, girls can't play with boys anymore. And yeah, just loved it ever since.
Yeah. The next question is, can you describe some of the challenges you faced early in your career and how you overcame them?
We're going straight in with the deep questions, aren't we? Challenges. I think for me, I'd say the biggest challenge I faced is that I was always overlooked in terms of ability, for whether it be my height. I'm obviously quite short. I think most people when they meet me in person don't realise how small I am, because on the pitch I probably look a bit taller. But I've had a few coaches over my career say that I would never make it, and here I am making it every day. So I would say it's probably showing the doubters that I am capable and that I was good enough. I'd say has been my biggest challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Who are some of your biggest influences or role models within the game?
Do you want male or female?
Any?
My absolute idol growing up was Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
I loved him every single. Obviously, I know I'm a striker and he was a midfielder, but I absolutely loved watching how he played, his passion, how he led the team. And then when there wasn't much women's football around like these nowadays on TV and stuff to watch, but my female idol growing up was Rachel Yankee, and I absolutely loved seeing, like, she had a wonderful left foot, and I'll never forget, we were at Chelsea and she came to train with us for a couple of weeks getting ready. I think it was for like Soccer Aid or something, and I remember looking at her thinking, oh my god, I literally idolised her growing up, to being screaming at her like, give me the ball. Like, so it was absolutely like a bit of a surreal moment. But yeah, they're my 2 idols in football that I adored growing up.
Yeah, I used to play with Rachel Yankee on FIFA.
Yeah, same, innit? Same. Shouting at her to give you the ball as well.
How has the women's game changed since you first started playing, and like, what do you think the future of women's football holds?
I would say the biggest thing is changing is it's become more professional. Like, when I first started, I was in one of the youngest ones in the WSL from the age of 16. I'm 31 now. I know I don't look it. But yeah,
Not a day over 20.
Thank you. No, I think for me, yeah, the professionalism, like, nowadays in most clubs you've got full-time nutritionists, physios, doctors, strength and conditioning performance analysts, like this stuff that you'd only dream of having when I first started in the WSL when the women's game was growing. And you're seeing now like younger kids that are coming through the ranks in the academies. I'm not saying they don't miss loads of school, but they're missing more school because they're in more full-time football environments every single day, whereas for me it would be a case of training twice on an evening after I'd been in school or doing my A-levels, whereas now they're given so much more at a younger age that they've got no reason almost to not succeed because they have everything that they could possibly need. They've got GPS trackers on their backs. Like, I didn't get that until I started getting further down the line when I was at Chelsea. So yeah, there's been a long difference in how it's changed, but I think my only worry for women's football and how it's growing at such a rapid rate is that people are thinking it's more of an expectation, some players, than actually the hard work that you have to earn the right to have certain things. Obviously everyone wants more money, viewership, like Sky deals, like whatever you want, the platform for women to be able to perform, but I do think that along the way we need to be very careful that we don't lose why we work so hard to get what we want.
I've got, looking back at your career so far, what's your most proud moments? Which there's been a lot.
Yeah, there's been a few. I think one of my proudest moments, it's a tough one because everyone I think would expect me to sit here and say the Euros final, which, don't get me wrong, it's definitely up there, but on as a team and for the country and for women's football, absolutely. But for me, on a personal note, I always said that the World Cup sat with me more than the Euros, down to the simple fact that I obviously played more minutes in the World Cup. I was able to step up when asked to do the penalty against Nigeria, played in that tournament, and I think knowing that you're representing your country on the highest stage is the biggest honour. And I think you can have all the individual accolades like PFA Player of the Year, which you alluded to, was a great thing for me, and I think I'm just very proud of the career that I've had and I'm still having. I think I've managed to win quite a few things along the way, but I'd say the moments I cherish most was the World Cup.
Yeah. Right, what have we got next then?
We've got our little game.
You got to beat Aisha, who actually cheated.
No,
So
we checked VAR.
time.
No, it was
Yeah, but-
19.
Yeah, but
19.
you still cheated.
So basically, the
Explain.
game is you have 30 seconds to name as many players as you can, female players, in 30 seconds. And we have a leaderboard. So obviously we started it last week. I'm currently at the top with 19. These are all tied with 8. Well,
No,
3 times
17.
18 and then 17. So you've got to try and beat mine. And
It's
then
actually hard.
Are you talking about WSL or like
any
any
female, but you have
Yeah,
30
it's
seconds
advantage
to
though,
claim it.
because you obviously...
No, your
It's
brain
not
goes.
like
I
that.
was
The pressure of your
there's
brain.
pressure.
I
you
was
just go blank.
practicing
We
on
all
the
went-
bus on the way
So-
here last week,
Who's got
and
the
then I just
timer?
forgot them all.
I've got it.
Yeah, we've got
Oh,
timers.
Chameleon's
is that
on
an
it.
official time?
You can include
that. 30
yourself,
seconds.
by the
Have
way.
you got it?
Chameleon's
I can
on it.
include
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, we
Is
all
that not
meant
cheating? Yeah, but you're not
Okay,
me.
it's first.
It's up to you.
It's up to
Are you
you if
ready?
you want to.
Okay, I'll take me out of the equation
Okay.
just so
Okay.
I think it's
Right, we've got a
fair.
Ready? 3, 2,
Right.
1, go.
Frank Irvin, Maren Mielder, Magda Eriksson, Pernille Harder, Sam Kerr, Millie Bright, Erin Cuthbert, Guru Wrighton, Pateas, Jill Scott, Jill Rudd, Vivian Miedemar, Bunny Shaw, Alex Scott, Alex Greenwood, Lauren Hemp, Gemma Bonner, Martha Thomas, Drew Spence, Kit Graham, I've got mine by Ash Neville, Olivia Holt, Katinka Tamberg,
Time.
oh my god,
That was
pressure. I was
Right,
trying to think of just like
Well
the,
done.
That was
Six
very
leaderboards.
impressive.
I have a question, even though I don't know if I've done myself in. Does
Yeah.
Alex Scott count? Because even though she was a
Yeah.
player.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a new leader.
I think even if you
more
didn't
pressure.
include the
This
players
is a
that
penalty.
like previously.
You still would have beat
previously
me.
played
But it's
with
harder than it actually looks.
That's
Like, do you
hard,
understand what I
yeah.
mean? Right, your mind goes
I was
blank.
going through like a team and then I changed to another team and I was back and forth.
Yeah,
and
we
that's
went
fine.
with like
I'll take that.
Arsenal
I
players
started with,
first,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
we just went.
I didn't think I
Completely.
mentioned a single Arsenal
You
player.
did.
Alex
Oh
Scott.
no,
No.
not Arsenal. Sorry.
Right, moving on.
do that.
Let's move on.
We're gonna go.
No, okay, if you win after 2 months, you get a present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
We have to
wait.
send you
It's
something.
gonna be.
We
can't
can't
do
do
that.
it. Okay.
I think I could have done better, but it's fine.
Yeah.
No,
Darren will
no,
sort it out.
Yeah.
We are now going on to the fun questions. So some
Woo!
fun and
So
exciting.
just off topic kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
So the first one was, if you were to compete in the Winter Olympics, what sport would you choose?
I've absolutely loved watching the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Like, it has been elite, and I think most people in a day job, you think, oh, I just got a job to do, but I just want to watch the Olympics. And I've absolutely loved the snowboarding. I always said, like, obviously being in professional sport, we're not allowed to compete in and do stuff, because I've never even been skiing, although I'd love to do it. But I've always said, if there was one thing I'd love to do, it's for snowboarding. And seeing that half pipe and the tricks they were pulling out, I just thought it was so sick. And don't get me wrong, curling was some drama.
We said
We're gonna start a team.
There was drama in the curling, but for me, I'd go with snowboarding.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I think
The
that's
next one.
Yeah.
the flex. That
But
in
did
it.
you know that it's harder to master snowboarding than it is skiing?
Yeah, because
It's easier to learn snowboarding than skiing, but harder to master it than skiing.
I'd love to give it a go anyway.
Yes. The next one. What's the most creative or funny chant you've heard from the fans?
And can you sing it?
God. Do you know what? You kind of block the noise out a lot when
Yeah.
you're on the
Okay.
pitch. To be
True.
fair. We have some dreadful ones at Spurs. To be fair, like
What would I hear it? Let's hear it.
honestly, even off the top of my head, I'm trying to think of what it's. I feel like Evelyn Summonen's got a really good one, but I can't.
Can't get
This is
the tune.
terrible. No, I can't get the tune in my head.
But we'll let
but
her off.
I'll
I
give
feel like
you
she's got a really good one.
a rendition of your chant back at Chelsea.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Bethany, England. Oh, Bethany, England.
See, that one's
Oh.
fine. That's like simple and to the point. It's when I think my Spurs one is like, oh, she comes from Barnes and like there's so much, and as much as I respect and appreciate the effort, it's such a mouthful for people to chant. I was like, oh.
Beth England's here after uni. We cheered so loud we couldn't believe. Beth England, you are our queen.
But I appreciate it, because I think chants I love, because although we can't always hear them or, like I said, take much notice of a lot of them, I think it just shows how much the fan base cares for you and wants to give you your own personal song. So
Yeah.
when they go, oh, I'm going to say now, who's the Arsenal player? There's a really cool, isn't it like an ABBA song?
It was Chloe Lacasse
Yeah,
when she was
20.
there.
Oh, Lacasse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lacasse.
Lacasse.
Oh,
that
we've
one.
what's
Yeah.
our rendition for Camden Town?
Kimberly.
Anna Kimberly, running down the wing, hear the Camden sing, and she's gonna whip it in.
There you go. Yeah, so that one I
Yeah.
remember thought, okay, that's actually
Seeing that in
catchy.
the stadium though is crazy because everybody just like joins in.
Yeah,
And that's
to be
like what
fair,
gets the fans to go.
I feel like that one I only remember just because I love ABBA.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you want us to make you one for
We're
the
actually
Chelsea
really good at
Spurs
making
game,
chants.
we made,
we'll
we
make
made about
one.
30 odd for Darren for Camden. Like,
Okay.
Just
Right, if I start hearing a random chant,
yeah,
I know
that's
exactly.
yeah. You'll know it's
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
Right, next one. Oh, sorry, it's me. Sorry, I got caught up. So if you could create a signature celebration, I know last time when you were with us we gave you one to do, but if you could make yourself
Quite
one,
fulfill that
That's
one.
No,
alright.
it's
so
fine,
like
it's
you
fine.
want to.
Sorry.
it's fake, it's okay. What would it be?
You know what? I've always been jealous of people that can do backflips.
Oh,
yeah,
Like
Sam
obviously
Kerr.
Sam Kerr's one.
Yeah.
I actually only got to see it, I think, live once or twice
Mm.
while she was there. She wouldn't do it often.
Mm.
It's like
Oh
special
my
ones,
god,
like-
that's so sick. Innit?
Yeah.
Imagine just like
I can't even do roly
if-
poly.
No, that's what I was about to say.
If
you
I
do a
could
roly-poly?
if I can do a handspring and stuff, but
Oh.
like yeah, for me.
How?
Have you
What
seen
was your
that?
Yeah,
celly
but
in
no,
the
but like-
Spurs game? Just a hug?
Oh what?
The one against London City?
What was your saying?
What was it for the pen? Can't remember.
Oh, I just stood on a spot and like shouted, and then everyone just like crashed.
I've
into
got it on
me.
camera if you want it.
I've seen it back. Thank you. You should. Why are you asking me then? You should know what it was.
No, it was the game. The game was just.
But yeah, no. If I could pick anything, I would love to do like I don't know, like a double backflip or something sick like that.
That's double back.
Yeah.
That's,
Just
yeah.
go one more in it.
Yeah. Maybe like even
Just do
Lemon
like
ring.
yeah.
Yeah. Should you like us rip out a trampoline for you?
No. I'd probably break my neck.
Okay.
Which wouldn't be good.
what's the silliest pre-game ritual that you've either had or like as a team you've had?
I say this is silly because in the end it didn't matter, but before every game I used to have to wash my hair. And I'm like, I'm literally about to wash it. It's going to get dirty and then I'm going to wash it again. And nobody needs to wash their hair twice in a day. But literally, I was so adamant that I always had to wash it. And then for some reason, I just ended up getting out of it. And like, I'd say I always put everything on left side first. So like left sock, left boot, do everything down my left side. I don't know why because I'm right-handed. But yeah, I think the stupidest thing. And then I remember like we'd be going down for pre-match. And like the girls would be like, why do you always rush off upstairs? Like, oh, because I need to have time to wash and dry my hair. And they're like, before the game, and they're like, just chuck a bit of dry shampoo in it. So yeah, I think it was probably me just being silly. Yeah.
What about, have you ever had like a team or like as a team, any of the teams that you've been in done something like before the game?
Something silly.
Yeah. Or just like crazy that you would never expect.
Not really, not in the teams I've experienced.
Okay,
Most
fair.
people just like, they'll either have their own like specific music in, or they'll like, I don't know, have to have a bath or something like that. But I wouldn't say anything.
Fair enough.
Sorry, that's no insight.
It's
That's
alright.
quite
It's
boring.
alright. It's alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just me shampooing my hair at 9 o'clock. But,
So if you could have any celebrity guest coaching you for a week, who would you choose and why?
celebrity guest coach me. You know what? I think I actually love to be coached by Pep. I think I just want to know what, like, there's so much going on in his head, and I feel like you don't get the career you've got and win the stuff you've won. Him or Mourinho, actually. I've always liked. I think they cause a bit of spice on the sidelines, especially Mourinho. Can be a bit controversial, but you can see they demand so much from the players and they want the best. And I think they would have an amazing insight into what it would be like to be a coach.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably should say a female one, to be fair.
You
because
can say
everyone
us if you want. No, I know you want to,
Right.
but
Right, I'll save that for the next one.
Serious questions, guys.
Yes, these are a bit more like down to
Got
not
a
down
lot
to
in.
earth, but like a bit more.
We just want to know more.
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
your
cool.
So
experience.
it's what strategies do you use to maintain mental resilience during a tough season?
We said serious.
Oh, I could give you the political answer. No, I'm joking. I think, for me, I would say, during my career, mental resilience has been learned over time. Not everyone knows the insides and outs of people, and I was someone that would take every single little thing to heart. I would make a mistake and it would sit and I could miss a chance in front of goal, say in the first 5 minutes. That would eat me alive till the very last kick of the game. Whereas I had to learn to get out that habit of, the game moves so quick, like there's a next action and the next action, like you can't sit and dwell too much because you'll just get lost. And I think that's what I found, that I was getting too lost in moments where it doesn't matter. They're like, as long as I make sure the next action's good, the next touch, the next pass, or the next opportunity I get, okay, I'm going to do this differently. Have I learned from it? Yes, okay, move on to the next. And I think unless you're in high stressful, pressured moments or really demanding of yourself, you won't know what it's like to build up that resilience of being knocked back and like falling down and getting back up again. And I think that's something that I've had to learn over time, and I wouldn't necessarily say I've done it all by myself. Like, I've spoke about this many times where I've had to seek help through psychologists or like in therapy and stuff. And I think in such a high pressured sporting environment, being an elite athlete, there's so much pressure on your shoulders, and not only just from the outside noise, the amount of pressure you put on yourself. And I said this on a podcast before, it was like, you speak to yourself in your own head more than you speak to anyone else, and how you speak to yourself, you wouldn't speak to one of your friends or your teammates like that, so why would you say it to yourself? And I think you have to remind yourself so much that even if things don't always go the way you want them to, that you literally are still going a step further forward than you were yesterday. So I would say mental resilience is definitely something I've had to learn and build on, and people, I think have to take from their experiences even when they're knocked down to go again. I don't know if that answers your
that is
question,
really good.
but
Yeah.
I feel like we've kind of touched upon this, but how do you handle criticism from the media or fans?
There's good days and there's bad days on that one. I could sit here and say, oh, I never look at social media, I never look at the hateful comments, because I'd honestly be lying. Funnily enough, it happened to me a couple of weeks ago, after the Aston Villa game. Coming online and obviously going on, well, I call it Twitter, that shows my age, done it X.
I call it
We
Twitter.
call it Twitter. We all call it Twitter.
And the dreaded sight of like, okay, we've just won 7-3, like it was a good game for Tottenham, and it's literally just abuse on my timeline at me of missing chances, how crap I am, how old I am, I could name so many things, and you think, and it's easy to sit there and say, well, just don't look at it, and I've said that before, I'm like, you choose what you want, and so for me, as soon as I can see anything like that, I'm like, okay, block, take it away from my timeline, because it will just sit and fester, and I am the type of person that, like, I care so much about everything around me that I know what and who I am, and I don't like the idea of people on the outside perceiving me to be someone that I'm not. So, like I say, it's easy to sit here and say, oh, don't look at it. I think where you can, use your social media in the right way. You've obviously got all the protection guards on there. You can block specific words and comments coming under your profiling and things like that, and just try and keep yourself away from it. And I think if there's one thing that I was definitely reminded of a few weeks ago, is that social media is not always your friend, and especially after games when it can be high, stressful and emotional moments, that's definitely not the place to be in. I'll be honest, like, the one a few weeks ago bothered me so much, and I remember I rang my mum, and I'm like, I'm 31 years old and I'm ringing my mum because I'm upset about something that someone I don't even know or met has said this awful thing about me online. And she turned to me and, well, was on the phone, and she was going, Beth, like, what does it matter what these people say? You do so much in your life. And she's like, what gives you joy? What gives you fulfillment? Like, you show up to work every day, you work hard, you go and help. Obviously, not everyone knows I love dogs. Like, you go and help do some charity work with dogs, you do all these things. She was like, that's what's important to you, and that should be what sticks with you, not what someone said hiding behind a keyboard. So
It probably comes more from like a bit of jealousy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Obviously, what is it? Less than 1% become pro.
yeah,
They're probably jealous that they're not.
maybe
Yeah,
so.
it's
And I
busy.
think, like, look, I don't know what's going on in their lives, and I'm like, I don't see it right that myself or anyone for that matter, whether you're professional or not, should be abused on social media, because cowardly for me for people to sit and hide behind a keyboard. But it is hard because we're people that are constantly in the public eye. Like, you've always got to be aware of, like, what you say around people, who's filming you, like, what you're doing, and you want to be a good role model for so many people, even like yourselves, not just little kids. And I think you forget that sometimes we are human as well, and we kind of are in the spotlight, but that doesn't mean that we warrant the abuse as well.
This is going to make me cry. This is really emotional. Because even I get on my photography account and I'm like...
Well, we got it the other day
we
on
got one
our
on
account.
our podcast. We posted our first episode and we got it. We were just like, we don't understand why.
Like,
why
We just blocked it straight away to do that.
Yeah, no, good. And like I said, like what Lisa says, my mum, just what matters to you most is not the opinion of someone who...
They didn't even
Because
have
they don't even
like...
have a say in what you're doing. Like,
No.
we're the ones doing it. Like, for example, you're
Yeah.
the one playing
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
It should be you that you can criticise your own things. Like, we criticise what we didn't. Like, the
Yeah.
actions that
Everyone's
we did.
entitled to an opinion,
True,
but I think it's
true.
how you voice that opinion and the way you go about it.
It's when they create like a new account, because that account
I
had
know.
one follower and it was following our account.
Yeah.
So we were
Oh,
like,
okay.
just block.
But do you know what? Again, like you said, jealousy. Like
Yeah.
you've got you're starting up something new. You're doing a great job, and just keep believing in that. And if all else fails, like Lisa says, just
Shout out Lisa.
Just think about what actually matters to you, because it ain't them words in the end of the day, and you'll remember that.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm just getting, like, sentimental. What advice would you give to younger players or, like, younger coaches out there that are dealing with anxiety within their kind of role and job and football?
I mean, everyone's differently. Everyone reacts differently. I think for me, I feel like working hard, whether that be on your own well-being, your health, your fitness, might be shooting, whatever, I think is one of the biggest things. And I think if you're anxious about something, I mean, I'm not an expert in this area, so I couldn't say specifically what to do, but for me, like, I know when I've felt anxious in the past about certain stuff, it's kind of almost like what I said, you go back to basics, like a reset of, okay, if I'm feeling a type of way, what do I know is going to help me get out of my head a little bit? For me, it's going on a dog walk. Like, I know for a fact that I'm going to be at my happiest when I'm with my dog. I'm enjoying just being in and around nature, going for a nice calming walk, whereas I think some people can get so fixated on whatever's going on that they lose sleep, they lose their appetite, and nobody wants that. And I mean, like I said, I can sit here and say, oh, don't do this, don't do that, but ultimately it's that person who has to find it within themselves to kind of snap out of it a little bit. And I would just say resort to basics. Okay, what can I control? What can I not control? Okay, part of the ones I can't control, because no matter what you do, you can't affect that. Control what you control. You can show up, you can work hard, you can make sure that even if you're struggling to eat, okay, just put a banana in you, something, just little bits, anything that will help. If you're trying to sleep, you can't sleep through a night, okay, have 20-minute increment naps. Like, get that sleep on board, get that brain power going, keep hydrated. Again, I don't know if that fully answers your question, because everyone's different, but for me, I think it's just going back to basics.
Yeah, perfect.
We do have to wrap this up, apparently. Can we ask one question about coaching? So, should we just pick the most...
10 minutes went quick, didn't it?
Yeah. should we pick one one of the coaching questions that we can ask that we can choose?
Yeah. Pressure.
I've not done loads of coaching, by the way.
It's okay.
What are your long-term goals as a coach, and what impact do you hope to make on the sport?
Okay, long-term goals as a coach.
Big brains.
I think if I definitely decide to go down the coaching route, I would say I've done my UEFA B. I really enjoyed doing that. I did want to do my UEFA A, but obviously with scheduling and stuff this year, I haven't been able to get there, so I'm hoping I can eventually get to that. I think I love football. I mean, I live and breathe football, so for me, I just want to be able to give back to the game that I've loved for most of my life. And I think if I can help coach in a way where even it makes a difference in one player's life, then I've done my job. And I think if I can lean on the experience I've had, whether it's the type of games I've been in, World Cup finals, Euro finals, Champions League finals, like, you name it, if I can bring some of that onto a pitch, and even if it helps, I don't know, like a 10-year-old girl or boy go to the next level in their next age group, then I'm at peace with what I've done. And for me, coaching is, I think you have to remember, it's not about the coach, it's about the player in front of you, and how can you best benefit their life and help give them something that will help take them to the next step. And if you've also taken them as far as you can take them, know when enough's enough and that you need someone better. I think it's you can't be selfish as a coach. You have to give what is needed in front of you, and make sure that you're leaving them in a better place than when they first came to you.
Well, I think that's good
that's
advice
really
for us to do.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
thank you so much for coming on to this pod.
It's a pleasure.
Give a big clap.
And shout out Clueless FC.
Come on, you had it.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if it's been. Is it done?
I think it's probably
We're done.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's probably took a bit of a while.
Yeah, thank you.